Okay, so now let us discuss the probability of dependent and independent events. So, na-discuss ko naman na yung dependent and independent events. Pag sinabi nating dependent affects the other event. And then, pag sinabing independent does not affect the other event. Wala siyang kinalaman sa pangalawang event. So, ngayon, pag-uusapan natin is the probability of dependent and independent events. Pag sinabi natin probability deals with chance. So, sabi dito, for joint probability, the multiplication rule is used. So, multiplication, alam nyo na yan. So, sa probability of union of two events and simple events, ginagamit ang addition. Sum or to sum. Kaya or yung gitna ng A and B. Dito naman, for joint probability, ano pa pag sinabing joint? Meron silang pagkakamuka. Yung dalawang events merong intersection or pagkakamuka. For joint probability, the multiplication rule is used. Kaya ang nakalagay dito is and. Bakit and? Kasi pag sinabing and, multiplication po yun sa mathematics. So, and then, sabi dito, if events A and B are independent, pag sinabi nating independent, does not affect the other event. Then, the joint probability is, pag independent, ganito yung formula natin. P of A and B is equals to P of A times, yung dot po, meaning yan, multiplication, times the P of B. And, pangalawa naman, if events A and B are dependent, pag sinabing dependent, affects the other event, na-apektuhan yung pangalawang event. Then, the joint probability is the P of A and B is equals to P of A times P of probability of B given A. So, ito pong basa po natin dito, hindi B over A, hindi B divides A. Ang basa dyan ay probability of B given A. Again, probability of dependent and independent events, multiplication rule is used. Okay, so para mas maintindihan nyo ang probability of dependent and independent events, let us have an example. Okay, so example number 1, a die and coin are tossed. So meron daw tayong die tsaka coin and then tinos. What is the probability of getting a 6 and a tail? So pag sinabi po kasi probability, what is the probability? Ano yung percent na makuha natin is 6 and tail? Ang sabi dito and, so meaning we're going to use the multiplication sign or get the product of these two events. Pag or naman, get the sum or addition. So now let us solve for the probability of these two events. So this is an example of independent events kasi wala namang kinalaman yung die sa coin, 'di ba? Kaya independent to. Teka. Let us use first the probability of simple events. Focus muna tayo sa die. Die is toss. What is the probability of getting 6? So, ilan ba yung meron sa die ba? Ilan ba yung merong 6 doon? 'Di ba? Isa lang naman, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So, sa die, let us say that die is event D. Is equals to yung numerator natin, yun yung kung ilan yung lalabas or yung result. So, 6, ilan bang 6 meron sa die? Isa lang naman, di ba? So, yun yung ating numerator. 1 over yung sample space or the set of all possible outcomes, that is 6. Kasi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, yung lalabas daw which is 1. So, ito yung probability of simple events ng die. Then, dako na tayo sa toss. So, let us say that this probability event C. Okay, so, ilan ba yung sample space ng coin, di ba? It's either head or tail. So, head or tail, bar muna tayo. So, sa taas, getting a tail. So, ilan bang dalawa ba yung tail sa coin? Isa lang naman, di ba? So, yan yung ating numerator, 1. And then, yung sample space, which is head or tail, dalawa. So, meaning, meron tayong 1/2 sa coin. And then, ang pinag-uusapan natin is independent events. We're going to multiply these two number or probability. So, 1, let us die, and coin is equals to, multiply natin itong dalawa, 1/6 times 1/2. So, paano yan? So, kapag nagmumultiply ng fraction, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. 1 times 1, that is 1. 6 times 2, that is 12. So, that is the probability of getting a 6 and a tail when you toss a die and coin. Okay? So, next example. Example number 2, a bag contains 4 blue, 3 white, and 5 red marbles. 2 marbles are drawn without replacement. Find the probability that the first ball is red, then the second is blue. So this is an example of dependent events kasi naapektuhan yung pangalawa kasi first ball is red, then yung pangalawa second, nabawasan na, may kinuha. So let us solve this using the second formula, which is the P of A and B is equals to P of A times P A given B is. Okay? So now, let us solve for the probability. So yung sample space, get muna natin yung sample space. So bibilangan nyo lang yung total marbles. So 4 plus 3 plus 5. That is, so yung sample space natin ay 12. So 4 plus 3 plus 5, 12. So yun yung total ng marbles meron tayo. And then sa red, so probability of red is equals to, meron daw tayong 5 red marbles. So yun yung ating numerator, 5. Then yung ating denominator, yung total marbles, which is 12. So ito yung sa probability ng red. And then sa blue naman, blue after red, kasi nauna yung red, di ba, makuha. So blue after red na siya. So ilan ba yung blue meron tayo? We have 4 blue. And then sa numerator, mababawasan na yung 12, magiging 11 na lang. Kasi after red, nauna si red, bago si blue. So 4/11 yung kanya. Then multiply these two probability. So red, then blue. Same lang yan as multiplication rule. Is equals to 5/12 times 4/11. So bago kayo multiply, pababain nyo muna kasi mahirap na hanapin GCF pag multiply nyo. So ito, pwede ito makancel. So ito magiging 1, ito magiging 3. Okay, so 5 times 1 is 5 over 3 times 11 is 33. So that is the probability. That is the final answer. So again, probability of dependent and independent events, joint probability multiplication rule is used. So, pagka dependent affects the other event, na apektuhan yung pangalawa, mababawasan yung sample space kasi may kinuha na. Kapag independent naman, walang kinalaman sa pangalawang event. So, walang mababawa sa sample space. So, this is the last topic ng third quarter for the Mathematics 10. Thank you for watching.